Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Welcome, Amechi Jonas. Thank you for joining. Welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for connecting. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining, wherever you are joining from. And welcome, Amechi, my brother. Thank you for joining. All hail Biafra. Welcome, welcome, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Please like and share as you join. Like and share the program as you join.
Not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isobo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Cked, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. Ahadin sosine bige biwone biye. Ise.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on this very program, wherever you are connecting from. I appreciate you so much and I welcome you. If you are joining from Biafra land, my special thanks goes to you. If you are joining from any part of the world, from any part of Biafra land, from any part of the zoo, from any part of Africa, from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, from New Zealand, from Russia, from China, whichever part of the world you are joining this program from, I welcome you and I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide you, protect you, secure you, and give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to continue to stand firm. We have come once again, as we all do on a daily basis, to sensitize the Biafran people and to let us know where we are and where we are heading to. I appreciate every one of you that have connected to today's program. Thank you so much for joining. I welcome you, my beloved sister, Linda TV show. You're always here for me. I appreciate you so much. Okay, thank you so much for joining. Okay, I appreciate you. And my brother Amechi, thank you so much for being there. Every other person that is out there, both those who are commenting and those who are not commenting, I appreciate every one of you. My respect goes to every one of you. Remember that in this very platform, we do not come here to preach violence. We don't come here to instigate people. We don't come here to preach hate. Neither do we come here to attack people. We don't come here to push propaganda or blackmail or lies. What we do here is to encourage the Biafran people. What we do here is to tell the world the real situation of the things in that contraction called Nigeria. What we do here is to bring forward the real situation of the people, the indigenous people in that contraction called Nigeria, more especially the Biafran people, to speak our mind, to say it the way it is without being politically correct. And most importantly, to encourage Biafrans to hold on to their rights. To hold on to their rights, those rights that the world have given and supported. The right to self-determination is a right that every human being must hold dear to their heart. We come here to remind Biafrans to hold their right of self-determination undeterred. Don't allow anybody to make you feel as if you are committing any crime. When you are asking for self-determination, it is your right to demand for it. So go ahead with it. Go ahead as much as you can and hold it there to your heart. We also come here to tell the Biafran people that it is the right time for you to activate your right to self-defense. The right to self-defense is your right that cannot be given away. You don't give it away, no matter what happens, no matter what you see, no matter the attack, the propaganda, the blackmail, no matter what you see, don't give away your right to self-defense. International law supports that. African law supports that. Nigerian law itself supports the right to self-defense. So why must you give it out? Pedro, you're welcome. Hold it very close to your heart. And we also come here to tell Biafrans that you must hold your right to life. You have every right to live on this planet Earth. As long as Chukwu Okike Abiyama have allowed you to come into this planet Earth, you have every right to live and survive. Nobody can take away that right to life for you. Those are the rights we are reminding Biafran people that they must hold dear to their heart and protect it. That is why we come here. And today, once again, we are here to speak on the true situation on the contraction called Nigeria. As we can see, the new dimension is opening fully. That new dimension that our Prime Minister talked about, the new dimension that our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano prophesied about, that new dimension that Mazen Nandekano himself introduced to us, today it is playing out. Mazen Nandekano did not only mention he didn't only mention the new dimension. He told us, and he gave us the person that is going to pilot the new dimension, and he told us expressly that we should listen to him. That new dimension today has been opened, fully opened. And I am here to remind you that it is time for you to channel your energy towards the new dimension. Prepare yourself to channel everything you have in you, channel it to new dimension, because that new dimension is now unfolding. The new dimension is built inside our Prime Minister today. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the spokesperson of Biafra and the Dragon, the spiritual son of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and his disciple. The new dimension is embedded in him. And today, he has started opening up the new dimension, and it is opening up in speed. Today, another version of the new dimension is being opened. And we have to prepare for what is coming. Prepare for what is coming. We are not stopping anytime soon. Until Biafra comes. Until Biafra comes. Our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us that we must not give up. He told us that we must remain consistent in anything we are doing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made it clear to us that consistency is the key. If you believe on the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you know truly that consistency is the key, today I am telling you, in order to be very, very effective and consistent, you have to focus on the new dimension, which is the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, with Mazi Simon Ekpa as the Prime Minister. That is where you have to channel your energy today. That is supposed to be where our focus will be. There is nothing else you can say elsewhere. There's nothing else you should look upon. There's nothing else you should look at. The only thing on board today that everyone of us should concentrate on is the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Through our Mazi Simon Ekpa, he has the final say. It is not because he wants to do so. It is not because he is trying to put himself on top of us. It's not because he wants to exercise power. It is not because he wants to exercise his energy. It is not because he wants to showcase his muscles. It is not because he wants to cage us and control us. No. It is because a responsibility was given on him spiritually. He was called upon to take up the new dimension. The new dimension that will lead us into our freedom. And he answered that call. And today you can see him opening one chapter and the other. One chapter to the other. And today we are moving forward faster than you can ever imagine. And as you're watching me, a new chapter has been opened on the new dimension. The earlier you begin to prepare yourself to deal with it, the better for you. The earlier you prepare yourself, the better for you. Stop listening to irrelevant issues. Stop paying attention to the state that we have passed. I have been saying it again and again and again on my platform that IPOB have graduated into the Biafra Republic of Exile. We are no longer agitative group. We are no longer an organization. The agitation was being carried on by an organization called IPOB. IPOB did a marvelous work in sensitization, in awakening. In that very stage, they did a marvelous work. But today, we have graduated into a government. And today, we speak as a government. Our media today speak as a representative of the government. We are no longer speaking as an organization. And because we are speaking as a government, it is clear and very, very clear that the Biafra Republic Government in Exile is in charge of Biafra land today. Unarguably, you cannot argue it. We have proven it time and time again through the seat at home that the Biafra Republic Government in Exile is absolutely in control. And even Nigerian government knows about it. They know. That was why their senior president confessed about it. Confessed about it before the whole world. That our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is in charge. The Biafra Republic of Exile is in charge of Biafra land. And whatever they say happens. If you are still belittling your mind, if you are still caging yourself within the confines of that organization called IPOB, you don't know what you are doing. You have to grow. Obi will not be a boy at every time. We are no longer babies. We have grown. We have gotten matured from being an organization today to be a government. This information is very important. You have to prepare your mind, prepare yourself and get yourself equipped into the new dimension. Prepare yourself, get focused, and don't get confused. Make sure that you are focused on the new dimension, because in this new dimension, it is one of the most sensitive and the most important aspect of the restoration of Biafra in this new dimension. And you must key in. For you to understand where we are, for you to understand the stages, for you to be carried along effectively, you must abide by whatever is being said by the Biafran people going in exile. You must to follow up and key in into that government. The more you continue to talk like an organization, you are belittling us, and you short, you don't know where we are. Because today, Biafra Republic Government inside is engaging governments. Government talk to government. We don't talk to organizations. Government talk to government. Our Prime Minister today is engaging world powers. World powers. People that matters. Government that matters. Presidents that matters. Prime Ministers that matters. He is engaging them. The more you continue to put your mind as an organization, you are just dragging yourself back. We are moving with speed, and in this speed, you have to try as much as possible to catch up, because we're not going to wait. You have to do your own part to wake up, try as much as possible to catch up with the event, catch up with the stage we are now. If you do not catch up with that stage, let me tell you, you cannot be able to follow up. You must wake up, position your place, yourself properly, so that you can be able to catch up to what is happening now. When you position yourself properly, you can be able to focus and catch up with the situation at hand. Every one of us must rise up now. We must rise up and begin to do the right thing. We are no longer speaking as an organization. Get that straight. Today, we are speaking as a government. And that very government today is the government that will say what happens. Is the government that will lead us into Biafra. There are certain things that must have been done. There are certain things that must be done before we get into Biafra. There are certain things that people of the world will see to know that you are serious, you want to have your independence. There are certain things that must have been put in place before ever you can talk of independence of Biafra. And one of those things is what? A government. You must have to form a government. You must have to form a government. And today, Biafra have a government. Biafra have formed an effective government with all members of cabinet intact. People that matters, people that knows what governance is. Professionals on different areas, they are part of this government. And today, every single one of them is making engagement in his or her own areas, trying to reach out, trying to guide and pursue the freedom of the people. You better wake up and stop driving us back. The new dimension has been opened fully. So many of you, if you listen to the emergency broadcast of our Prime Minister yesterday, in that emergency broadcast, our Prime Minister made straight so many things. He put straight so many things. And one of those things he put straight was this issue of taking order from the DSS. Some of you that are still talking about taking order from the DSS, or you're still confused who is in charge or who is not in charge. There is no need to be confused. Mazen Nandekano have done the handover even before he was kidnapped. I say it and I say it again. He did the handover when he introduced the new dimension by his own self, and he showed us the person who is going to carry out that new dimension. And he said we should follow him and obey him. He said we should follow him, share his videos and listen to him. Why are you still confused? And in that new dimension, the leader of the new dimension, which is our Prime Minister, have said it time before now. He has said it in earlier on, and he told us that we will not take any order from the DSS. That as long as our Supreme Damazin remains in captivity, we will not hold on and wait for him to give us any order. We will not. That it is our responsibility to take decisions for him. He is in the territory of the enemy. And as long as he is in that territory of the enemy, we are going to take every decision we take to make sure that he's being free. After he is free, then any other thing can come up. When he is free, Anyone can come in. And in that broadcast yesterday, he still repeated it that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu remains the leader of IPOB, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, the leader of this struggle. There is no competition anywhere between Mazen Simon Ekpa and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Simon Ekpa is the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile. He is the Prime Minister and remains the Prime Minister. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the supreme leader of IPOB, the leader of the struggle. He is the leader. There is no confusion or competition between these two. But what you have to have in the back of your mind is that this time it is very clear, very, very clear that our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is in the territory of the enemy. He's in captivity, and there are things he cannot do from there. For us to fold our hands and begin to wait for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's order for the DSS, it means we did not learn anything from him. It means we didn't learn anything from him. It is our responsibility to take charge and do what we can be able to do to make sure he's being freed. For you to expect Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to tell you what to do is like somebody who was kidnapped. You are hearing about kidnapping happening in Nigeria. When somebody is being kidnapped, and now when the person picked a call, the kidnappers will give him a call to call his family. Before they give him that call to call his family, they will tell him what to tell his family. When kidnappers make a move to kidnap somebody, once they kidnap somebody and the person is in their territory, if they want that very person to communicate to his family, the kidnappers will dictate for that very person what you will tell for the family. And the only thing you will hear from the person is that pay them the money, look for the money, by all means possible, give to them. Even when the very person making that call knows that that money is nowhere to be found. Even when the person making call knows that he doesn't have such amount of money and he doesn't have somebody who can raise that amount of money, they will just instruct him, tell your people to get this money by all means possible. And the person in the territory of the enemy will have no choice than to tell you exactly what's being told to say. So when somebody is in such kind of a condition, will you now say that that person is now telling you what to do? Will you now say that that person is telling the right thing to tell you? That person, his own life is at risk. He's only telling you what he was told to do because of the fear of his own life. Even when he knows that that money he's telling you about is nowhere to be found. I am giving you this illustration to bring your mind back why we must not listen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, whoever they tell you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said from DSS. We cannot take any order from there. Every order that comes today is timed as what the DSS wanted to say and what they want to come out. Whatever information that comes out from the DSS is what the DSS wants to come out. What they do not want to come out cannot come out. Whatever information that does not support them, they will not like to come out. This is a fact that you must put at the back of your mind. So for you to continue to wait and say you are waiting for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's order, you are waiting for, or you're saying you don't know who is in charge, it means you are deceiver and you're worse than the enemy. Yesterday, Mazen Simon made it clear once again that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu remains the leader of this struggle. But as long as he is in the territory of the enemy, it is our responsibility to take decisions and bring him out. And today, the decision making falls on the office of the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile. If you love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you have to listen to the Biafra Republic in exile. Listen to our Prime Minister. Key in into what he's saying. And it baffles me that people who are supposed to be much concerned, who claim that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is their brother, they don't care about him. People that cares, who claim that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is their brother, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is their person, they don't care about him. All they care about is their own self. They care about preparing their own self for a position which they do not merit. They are preparing themselves to take over from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, even when they know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still there. Even when they know that even if there will be any takeover, it will not get to them. Even when they know very well that Biafra is more than an individual. But they have gone ahead to continue to prepare themselves for a position which they do not merit. These are people who are supposed to be concerned about how Mazen Nnamdi will be free. They are not concerned about his freedom. They are not concerned about his freedom. What they are concerned about is making sure that they are the ones giving orders, making sure that they're the one in charge. That is why they will come and tell you that Mazen Nandekan said that Mazen Simon Ekpa should not use his name. That Mazen Simon Ekpa say Mazen Nandekan say he should not use his name or use his or use IPOB anymore. They continue to push that lie. That Mazen Nandekan said, this is one of the reasons why we say we cannot listen to any criminal sending any information for the DSS, because that is the DSS information, trying to cause confusion. But those of us who are the hardcore followers of Mazen Nandekan, we can't be confused because we know what Mazen Nandekan will say. We don't wait for him to say a word before we know what he wants to say. Even in his deepest silence, we know what he wants. And that is what we are pursuing. Today, our responsibility is to set him free. And it is only IPOB under the Biafran Republic Government in Israel. Only our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa, is the one leading the charge to make sure that Mazen Nandekan is released. And those of them who think that the name is important, name is not even important for us. IPOB, IP what, or whatever you call yourself, it is not important to us. What is important is the action on the ground to save life. Action on the ground to save Biafra. Action on the ground to save Mazen Nandekan. And the only man that had that action is our Prime Minister. Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Israel. It is the Biafra Republic of Israel that only had the action and the roadmap on how to free Mazen Nandekan and also get Biafra. And they have continued to pursue it. Against all odds, against all blackmail propaganda, they remain consistent on the pursuit of the freedom of Mazen Nandekan. And that is where we are. We remain there, undeterred, undistracted. We continue to preach this gospel, continue to push it forward for the whole world to see and know what is going on. No matter how they try to stop us, no matter how they try to hinder us, we will never, ever, ever stop. Neither will we be hindered. We will continue to preach this message. We will continue to speak and speak until the world hears us and hears us clearly. Why they are busy dragging name? Even because of their dragging of name. Because of their dragging of name and personality, Master Simon Ekpa have made it clear that if care is not taken, a time will come when we are going to dump that so-called IPOB. That a time is coming when we will dump it and we will focus on that which is better. Time is fast approaching when we will be recognized only as Biafra Republic of Israel. He made that comment to show you that it is not about the name. It is about what you can do. It is about what you can offer. It is about what you are doing on the ground. But eventually, after saying that, Mazen Simon Ekpa got a message from Mazen Nandekan. After saying that, Mazen Simon Ekpa got a message from Mazen Nandekan. Mazen Nandekan said, you should not stop using IPOB on my name. Continue on that path. A direct message. Continue on that path. What the enemy wants is for us to dump IPOB. What the enemy wants is for us to not speak about it. That we should not dance on the tune of the enemy. We should continue to hold our own standard. We should not allow the enemy to dictate a standard for us. And Mazen Simon Ekpa came back and made a tweet. In that tweet, he said, we will continue to use the IPOB with Biafra Republic of Israel to pursue the agenda of the nation of Biafra until Biafra is restored. No matter what they try to do, no matter their attack, their propaganda, their blackmail, no matter the angle they're coming from, we will never be deterred. We will never be distracted. We know that the enemy of Biafra will never give up. We know that they will not give up easily. At every given point in time, they will always try to do one thing or the other, as they have always done. We know that the enemy we are up against, they will never give up. The Pharaoh that we are fighting will never stop. And that is why on our own side, we are very consistent on what we are doing. We are focused and we don't care what anybody says out there. What matters to us today, are we on the right path? Yes, we are on the right path. What matters to us today is, what are we doing? Are we on the right path? Yes, we are on the right path. Are we doing the right thing we are supposed to do? Yes, we are doing the right thing we are supposed to do. And as long as that is, we are doing what we are supposed to do, We cannot be stopped. We can't be distracted. No matter what anybody is throwing at us, or no matter wherever you're bringing your evil from, it doesn't matter. It doesn't count. We will continue to stand our ground. We will continue to make our points. We will continue to reveal to the world the truth and nothing but the truth. And we'll continue to pursue the coming of Biafra until Biafra is restored. The restoration of Biafra is something that falls on our shoulder. It's something that falls on our shoulder. And every one of us have to sit up. If you know the area you know you are good at, go and begin to do that. Begin to do it. In this new dimension, there is nothing on the planet Earth that you will do to distract it or stop it. You can't. So you better stop trying. There is nothing you can do today to stop the new dimension. It has been opened fully, and it will continue to go until we succeed in this very new dimension that we are in. It is a time that everything is in a top gear. You have heard our Prime Minister speak about the conflict inside. The conflict inside, the inside conflict, which is one of the things that happens in every agitation, in every freedom fighting groups. The inside conflict. The Biafra, the government of Israel have tried as much as possible to avoid that conflict. But it seems that if we do not pay attention to them, they will never stop. That is why our Prime Minister have activated to deal with the inside conflict. And he still reminded us yesterday, every single person that is standing against Biafra, and you are from Biafra territory, you are from Biafra land, it doesn't matter your organization, whether you are a politician or an SND or whatever, wait for it. Your chapter has been opened. Your chapter has been opened, and you are going to see the wrath of the Biafra people. You are going to face the wrath of Biafran people. There's no place for you to hide. There is no place for you to hide. Our Prime Minister has said it. He has made the declaration. And we are very much aware and following. And there's nothing you can do about that. The only thing that can save you is if you turn a good leaf today. If you turn a good leaf today. But if you don't change, the Biafran people will come after you. No matter whom you are. No matter where you hide, we are going to take you down. Because as many of you as are saying that over your dead body will Biafra come. We know what you are doing. We know the distraction you are creating. You can't stop it. The only thing that the distraction is the distraction you are bringing is what you are going to stop. You can't stop. You cannot stop. You cannot stop coming of Biafra. What we were worried about is the delay, the distraction, and we will put an end to it. No matter who you think you are. Our Prime Minister has given the order, and whatever he says stands. Whatever he says stands. For those of you who are pushing those lies, blackmail and propaganda right, left, and center, it cannot hold water. It cannot want. Master Simon never appointed himself. He didn't choose himself. Chukwu came and chose him, and Biafran people embraced him and appointed him the Prime Minister. You must have to begin to understand that. The earlier you begin to understand that, the better for you. The earlier you begin to understand, the better for you. Mazen Nandekam himself is the supreme leader of IPOB, the leader of all the struggle. He is not in competition with Mazen Samarapa. There is no competition between them. These are two different individuals doing what they are supposed to do for the freedom of their own people. The earlier you know this, the better for you. For all those who are pushing their lies, their blackmails and propaganda, right, etc., they are irrelevant. Our concern today is Biafran people and Biafra people. Wherever a Biafran is, wherever Biafran people are, you must stand strong and stand firm. Do not allow anybody to distract you. Do not allow anybody anywhere to distract you, no matter who they are. No matter who they are. The enemies of the Biafran people will not stop. But we are not going to give them a chance. We will not. The more they continue to launch their attack, the more we continue to go after them, and we will hunt them down, every one of them. That new dimension has been opened. In this new dimension, it cannot be like the old one. It cannot be like the old one where olive tree was given to them and they were allowed to use it against Mazen Nandekan. When Mazen Samanaka told you that he has learned a great lesson from what happened to Mazen Nandekan, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Likewise, every one of us should learn a lesson from what happened to Mazen Nandekan. People that betrayed Mazen Nandekan, people he trusted most. The people he fought for, people he trusted more, people he put on his own heart. They were the people that gave him up to the enemy. It is so sad. But that is how bad it is. Some people do not have conscience. Some people have sold their soul to the devil. Some people can give up anything. They can do anything for money. Some people no longer have conscience. Because if they do, no sane person that has conscience will betray Mazen Nandekan. A man fighting for the freedom of the people. Even when you are denying it, international communities know that he's fighting for his own people. Other countries know that he's fighting for his own people. Even when you continue to deny it, it doesn't change the truth. The truth remains that Mazen Nandekan is an innocent man. And today you are holding him in captivity. You are holding him and hindering him from doing what he's supposed to do. And you think you get away with that. You will never ever get away with it. No matter how you try, no matter how you pretend, no matter the propaganda and blackmail you're pushing out there, you can never ever succeed. You made your greatest mistake when you kidnapped Mazen Nandekan. That was when you made your mistake. And you never saw Mazen Samuel coming. You didn't see him coming. He came like a flash of light. And when he came, all hell broke loose. You couldn't handle it. You could not handle his appearance. You could not handle his nature. And I tell you, the fear of the dragon is the beginning of wisdom for you. And since you have chosen that path of destruction, since you have chosen that path of failure, you are going to fail. Whatever seed you sow today, you are going to reap. Whatever you sow is what you're going to reap. As for Biafran people, their freedom is sealed and signed and certain. And Mazen Samuel is unstoppable. The more you're attacking him, you're just endangering your life. The Biafran people have made their choice of whom they want to follow and who will lead them to freedom. And there's no two ways about it. He answered the call that was made by Cked. Mazen Nandekan saw him, recognized him, and ordained him. And today he's doing exploit. Your hatred, your blackmail, your propaganda, your whatever cannot stop him. Instead, it will propel him to the highest height. If you know what is good for you, you should just retrace your step and now join the Biafra people. Join him and fight for the freedom of the people. That is the only thing you can do for yourself. To join Mazen Samuel is the best thing you can do for yourself now. Apart from that, you are gone. In the Zoological Republic today, what is their fate? They don't have no fate. What is their stance? They have no stance. All they do there today is blackmail, propaganda, lies right, left, and center. And that is why we cannot be part of those lies. We cannot be part of those such falsehood. We cannot be part of those stagnancy as in the zoo. We want a nation where we can grow at our own speed, do what we want to do, develop ourselves, and achieve greater heights. Not in a place where we'll be caged and controlled and told what to do and what not to do. Every Biafran that is watching me, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. It is our right that we should have freedom. It is our right that we have our freedom and enjoy it. That right is something you must not give up to anybody. You must not give it up to anybody. Every one of us have a responsibility. Please, I beg you in the name of Cked, that thing that you can put in your heart. Activate it and start using it. Start using it. Use your own talent. Use your own talent, apply it, and let us get home. Look at Master Simon Ekpa. Putting online everything he has, both his experience, his career, his knowledge, everything. And because of that, you see the kind of success he's making. What you're supposed to do in your own little way is to make your own contribution. Whatever you know you have. Excuse me. Whatever you know you have that can lead us to Biafra, you just go ahead and fully pursue it. Go by it diligently, and before you know it, you're over there. That is the best you can do. Not antagonizing people who are working, not distracting people who are working, giving them names and forming all manner of lies against them. It is sad. It is sad that some people have chosen on that path to be on the path of the negative path. A negative path that leads to destruction. Many people have chosen it. What will it cost you to speak the truth? What will it cost you? Truth is the cheapest thing you can do to speak. Speak the truth, and you don't need to spend any effort. And you don't need any backing it up tomorrow or next. Because truth will remain the truth. But when you lie and push your lies, you need 1,000 lies to cover it up. After that, every day you need a new lie to cover up the old one. You're welcome, my beloved brother Maxwell. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, my people, wherever you are watching this program from, I beg you in the name of Chukwu, pay attention. Pay attention. Biafra restoration is not just about, it's not a game. It's not a game. It's not a child's play. And it's not just about an individual. It's not about an individual. It's about more than 70 million people. About their own life. And each and every one of them have to contribute on this very decision of where to go and what to do. You don't limit it to just one person. That is why each time we talk, we speak the way we speak. That is why Mazen can say, if you know what you will do to bring Biafra, go ahead and do it. And Mazen Simon can also follow the same step and say, if you know anything you can do, go ahead and do it. But don't stand on his own way. That is what I expect for people. It is not compulsory that every one of us must fight for the restoration of Biafra through Mazen Simon. If you have another angle you feel that is okay, go ahead with it, but don't be there and you are castigating someone else who is doing something. Don't be there when you are doing nothing and you be castigating somebody who is committing everything. It's not proper. It's not proper at all. So wherever you are watching me from, I want you to get it straight that time have passed when we are looking at those who doesn't want to better themselves. Time have passed when we are speaking out of fear. Time have passed when we are speaking out of guesswork. In the era that we are now, we will leave no stone unturned to get our freedom. It doesn't matter who is in charge. It does not matter your even of warfare. It does not matter who sent you or why you are sent. No, we don't care about that. What matters today is what are we going to do today to have Biafra in our hand. The plan is already going on. And you must key in and support it. You must key in and support it. Forget about people lying to themselves. Every Biafra know that without Mazen Simon Ekpa today, Biafra restoration would have been history. And as soon as Biafra restoration becomes history, Mazen Nani cannot be history. The only thing that makes Mazen Nani to have a high value today is Biafra. Biafra made it to have a high value. That he's somebody you cannot just go and throw away like that. No. It is because of Biafra. That is why every one of us must put our hand on deck. We must fight as much as we can to make sure that liberation comes. To make sure that freedom comes. In your own little way. Anything you know you can do. Anything you know you can do, start doing it. Stop waiting. Don't wait for anybody. Go ahead and start doing it. Whatever you know you can do, go ahead and do it. What matters to us is we want freedom. We want freedom. We need freedom. We want our independence. But if you don't have anything to offer, there's no need playing videos and countering people unnecessarily. I pray that Chukwu will give us that grace to stand firm. Everyone that is watching, please share the broadcast as you're watching. Share the family and friends. No matter how they try to cage us and stop us, we will not stop. I appreciate every one of you and I thank you and I pray that Chukwu will guide and protect every Biafran across the world, wherever you are watching this program. I pray that Chukwu will guide and protect our Biafra recognize guide and protect the ESN, guide and protect the Liberation Army, guide and protect the Omoada, guide and protect the media warriors, guide and protect everyone that is in this struggle, that is genuinely speaking the truth. May Chukwu guide and protect them. May Chukwu guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Samoneka. May Chukwu guide and protect him, secure him, give him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to stand firm until we get to the promised land. May Chukwu guide and protect our Supreme Leader Mazi Nandekano, wherever he is. We commit him to the hand of Chukwu for divine grace, for victory, for divine favor. I pray that Chukwu will be with him, guide him, secure him, and bring him to us very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Samoneka shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader Mazi Nandekano shall prosper. I appreciate every one of you that watched this program up to this minute. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for your support. Please, if you have not shared, kindly share this program to at least one person. At least to one person. Share this program. Share this program. It is important. It is something that we have to do so that everyone will carry along. May Chukwu carry on with the God and protect every one of you. I will see you again by the special grace of Chukwu later in the evening in my Facebook channel, King David Expose. I will be there to continue this message. If you can join me in the evening, join me in the evening there. If you cannot join in the evening, we see again tomorrow same time on this very platform. And we continue to sensitize people. Pay attention to everything happening around you. Be security conscious because a lot of things have been activated recently. Master Samoneka have said it. As we are going against the saboteurs, all those saboteurs who are hindering Biafra, who said over their dead body, it has been activated for them to be out of the way. So you must have to be careful. If you see something, say something. When something happens in your area, you must have to be careful. Do not put yourself in harm's way. Always pay attention and do your own part. And Chukwu will never leave you alone. Thank you so much for watching. See you again. Bye-bye.